Ellen with Hollywood First Look Features, and right now I'm here at the Los Angeles premiere of Flatliners, starring Ellen Page and Diego Luna. Let's check it out.
Do you have plans tonight? Do you want to have fun with me later?
Courtney Holmes, I am mildly surprised, but offer accepted.
Midnight basement, sublevel C.
What's going on?
I would like you to stop my heart. You give it 1 minute, and then you bring me back.
Okay, now's the point where you say it's all a joke.
What happens to us after we die? The only way to find out is to see for ourselves. We could document that experience. Did you see a white light? It was more like pure energy. How is she playing the piano now? It's like her brain's been rewired.
I'm going next.
Charging 200.
It's a good day to die.
Clear!
Diego is an absolute pleasure. I loved working with him. He's such a great scene partner and such a wonderful person, so caring and giving, and we had such a blast filming this movie.
What was about this project that got your attention?
When I signed on to it, at that point, Ellen Page was already attached, Diego was attached, Niels, Arden, Oplev, the director who directed Girl and the Dragon Tattoo, was attached. The script is amazing. My character, I was in love with, still am in love with. So it was a no-brainer. It was a perfect storm.
During your research, I mean, these medical students go through some grueling times. I mean, what surprised you the most?
The fact that they go through so many years of school, and then you can make mistakes, but it doesn't matter. You have to be perfect all the time, and you can't sleep. And there's such a competitive nature nowadays. You can't just be a doctor. You have to invent something new to make a mark in the industry, and that's pretty. There's a lot of pressure to be a doctor these days. I have a lot of respect for them.
Well, congratulations on the film.
Thank you so much.
Brad.
Yes.
Brad's bad.
Brad is a bad man?
I just rhyme. I'm just going to rhyme. He's a third-year medical student. He wants to be the best doctor. But he is a little, I don't want to say morally corrupt. That's too severe. But he lacks a little integrity. And he's just not, he's a little spineless.
Nothing like you personally, right?
Nothing. The antithesis of my character.
But how much fun must it have been for you to play a character like him?
Much fun. Yeah. It's great playing nice people are boring. I think I'm pretty boring. I think I'm nice.
Well, tell me what it was like working with the rest of the cast. I mean, Ellen and Diego and Nina.
Yeah, it was, really
Really tough, right?
real tough. They're sharks. I jumped in on that set like halfway through their shoot, and they were really gracious and really kind. And
Kind of like the new kid on the block. Did they let you sit at their lunch table?
they did. I got to sit at their lunch table. Yeah,
You were a
I
cool
traded
guy.
I traded some food with them.
Well, it's been a very fun and crazy experience because taking a film with such an energetic young cast and reinterpreting a cult classic into a new version has definitely been a great challenge. But it's been a lot of fun because I always knew that with a young cast like this, I would get a lot of passion and energy on my set, and I totally think you can see that on the screen when you watch it.
Let's talk about this phenomenal cast. I mean, Ellen and Diego Luna. Let's talk about how they came to the project.
Well, I mean, the really cool thing is that when we approached them, they read the script and they talked to me and to Larry Mark, one of the producers, and Michael Douglas, the other producer. They were very keen on doing it. They were like, "This is fun. Let's go do this. This is a film that can be fun and scary, but it can also really be about something." So it's kind of like, I mean, a little bit unusual for a studio film to have a lot of a philosophical side on top of a very entertaining side, and that's definitely why I said yes to do it. But my main thing was that I could reinterpret it and make a female-driven, cool version with a young cast. That was my main reason.
When you first opened the script and just was flipping through the pages, what quintessentially jumped out at you?
I think the first thing that jumped out at me was that the character that starts all of this up is Ellen Page's character, Courtney. and you know that it was true to the old crazy plot of the old film, which was very important for me, but also that it had the premise that I could make like a really realistic version of it, like you know, like an Ivy League medical school, kind of like that reflects the world of today, where there's a lot of pressure on these young kids to come out and become something. The pressure of today compared to back then is so much more, right? I mean, the competition for jobs, for career, is kind of crazy, and that's what drives them into it. I really liked that I could do that with the film.
Congratulations, I cannot wait to see this.
Thank you.
So as the composer of this film, what kind of mood do you have to prepare for something like this? Walk me through the process.
Yeah, so I got hired very quickly. I had like 3.5 weeks to write the whole score, so that's probably the quickest I've ever had to write. So I got hired on a Monday, started running Tuesday, and it was really just between me and the picture editor, Niels, to sort of really quickly collaborate and figure out what direction we wanted to go with the music. So Niels is a great communicator, so he really helped me sort of find the right sound for it. And otherwise it's up on the screen. I mean, the performances of the cast are really good, and I think all of his intentions as a director were really well translated. So
in like 3.5 weeks, you know, are you one of those guys that work really well under pressure? Obviously, you know.
Yeah, I do. Thankfully, I didn't know when I was starting out in the business years ago if I was, but yeah, I think Leonard Bernstein said that in order to do something cool, you have to have a plan and not quite enough time, and that was definitely the case with this one.
So I hear that you have a lovely Netflix show coming about. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's coming up September 29. Watch it on Netflix.
Just like tomorrow, practically.
In 29 hours, you can stream it live on your phone.
And what can we expect from this? Tell me a little bit more.
Well, it's the second season, A Real Rob. It's an original Netflix series, and we're very excited. It's a comedy, and
you doing comedy? No way.
Yeah, I'm going to try my hand at something different. I'm going to try, and we're very excited to do it, and very excited to work on it with my lovely wife Patricia, and it's going to be fun.
So the original works really well. That was the first thing. I knew I didn't have to reinvent the wheel, but I knew that I had to update it. And to me, the intriguing thing about near-death experiences is looking at it through neurology. Is there a region of the brain that could trigger the sensations that we have when we almost die? The white light, the feeling of well-being, the appearance of people who've died, relatives, memories. So is there a region of the brain that's kind of the God spot? And the movie asks those questions. It doesn't necessarily answer them.
I'm very interested into hearing what kind of research you went to get the script to come about.
So I have a friend of mine who's a neurologist, and he let me shadow him. We went on rounds at the hospital. I met his team, the medical students who work for him, and I just saw a day in the life of medical students. So all these characters, Ellen Page's character, Nina Dobrev, they're all medical students. They're all 25 years old. And I wanted to be true to that experience. And we had a medic on set, and so all the medical stuff in this movie is as real as possible. So how do you really stop somebody's heart? How do you really resuscitate them? We wanted it to be as accurate as we could, given that it's still a movie and still a thriller.
This was my fault.
Hey, I'm Beau Mirchoff, and you're watching Hollywood First Look Feature.